Right friends, welcome back to News at a Glance for 29th week, and the first issue is SoftBank. SoftBank, all of you are well aware, CEO is Masayoshi Son, and Japanese SoftBank agreed to take over British multinational semiconductor and software design company, that is ARM Holdings, which is headquartered in Cambridge, England, for a all cash deal of $32 billion, or you can say 24.3 billion pounds. And please don't forget, the chairman of ARM is Stuart Chambers. Supreme Court approved most of the recommendations of RM Lotha panel on governance of BCCI. BCCI is the regulatory body for cricket in India, and which was started in 1928. You may ask about RM Lotha panel. RM Lotha panel was constituted by Supreme Court after IPL spot fixing and betting scandal. The three members of the Lotha committee, please look into this slide. Justice RM Lotha was the chairman. Justice Ravindran and Justice Ashok Bhan are other members, and it gave its report a long time back, and now Supreme Court approved most of the recommendations. And if you look at the Supreme Court approval with regard to regulatory framework, two important powers were kept with BCCI as it is. One is the right to distribute funds. Second one is Supreme Court not accepted Lotha committee recommendations of restricting commercial breaks during broadcasts. So these two powers are left with the BCCI, and at the same time Supreme Court left it to center to take final decision with regard to legalization of betting, as well as the issue of BCCI coming under Right to Information Act. So these two issues were left to center to decide, and two important powers are left with the BCCI, like right to distribute funds, and the recommendation of restricting commercial breaks during broadcasts was also not accepted by Supreme Court, and the power lies with BCCI. And other guidelines, important guidelines include working committee will become apex council with independent members and women representatives with maximum strength of 9. No to ministers or bureaucrats, they cannot become members. Maximum age is 70 years, and maximum time period stipulation for holding of posts was also kept, right? And if you go back with regard to the sweeping reforms suggested by RM Lotha committee, please look into this slide. And as I have already told you, the recommendation number 3, that is betting should be legalized, that is left to the center to take final decision. And as well as the 5th point also, BCCI should be brought under RTI Act. This was also left to the center to decide. So other recommendations, please go through it, and most of them are accepted by Supreme Court now. Central government allocated 22,915 crores for recapitalization of public sector banks. We have deliberated in detail under news capsule, and State Bank of India gets a maximum of rupees 7,575 crores, followed by Indian Overseas Bank 3,101 crores, and Punjab National Bank 2,816 crores. And please look into this slide for the allocations to other banks like Allahabad Bank, Canara Bank, Corporation Bank, etc. Royal Bank of Scotland, this is Edinburgh based banking and financial organization. Edinburgh is in United Kingdom, and this Royal Bank of Scotland is in India since 1921, and this plans to exit from retail banking. Previously, it approached Reserve Bank of India for sale of its branches to HSBC, but Reserve Bank of India refused. Subsequently, it decided to close 6 retail branches out of 10 from October 1, and subsequently the remaining 4 branches will also be closed. This Royal Bank of Scotland, this Edinburgh based banking and financial organization, is planning to exit from India as far as retail banking is concerned. JIPMER, all of you are well aware about the JIPMER, Jawaharlal Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research. This is based in Puducherry, or you can say Pondicherry, and JIPMER has established a human milk bank to nourish and save preterm babies born in the hospital. You may ask a pertinent question, what is meant by preterm babies? The babies born before 37 weeks are known as preterm babies. Normal gestation period of a baby is 40 weeks and childbirth may take place somewhere between 37 weeks to 42 weeks, and if a child is born below 37 weeks, it is categorized as preterm babies, and most of the preterm babies will have low birth weight, and human milk is very much essential for their survival and also to gain weight. And in India, 30% of the babies born have low birth weight, and human milk bank known as Amudham Taipal Mayam was started by Jipmer Pondicherry. And breastfeeding is good for children, and there are several problems associated with the formula feeding as far as preterm babies are concerned. And under this human milk bank, donor milk after collection will be heated up to 62.5 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes and then cooled, basically to make it germ free, and it retains biochemical and immunological components. Union Cabinet gave an ex post facto approval for the Memorandum of Understanding signed between India and Tunisia. Please look into this slide. Tunisia is a North African country with the Mediterranean coastline, and MOU was signed previously. Union Cabinet now approved it. Basically, this is for strengthening the bilateral cooperation in the field of information and communication technology and digital economy. At the same time, Cabinet also approved post facto for MOU signed between India and Switzerland for education, research and innovation in skill development. So, India and Switzerland for skill development, India and Tunisia for information and communication technology and digital economy, and India and Mozambique for signing of air services agreement. Mozambique is towards the east coast of Africa with long coastline, and recently Prime Minister visited Mozambique along with other African countries, and at the same time recently an agreement was signed for importing pulses from Mozambique. Look into the next one. In ICICI Bank, at least 3 million customers are using voice recognition authentication. So, in future, voice recognition authentication will become a normal feature, and it uses 7 metrics, and they include inflection, speed, then tone and modulation of tone. So, these are the features which it recognizes. Rio de Janeiro Olympics are going to start from August 5 and will end on August 21. And in 2012 London Olympics, we got 6 medals. Please don't forget 2 silver medals and 4 bronze medals. And from the beginning of Olympics till date, we got 26 medals. Out of 26, 9 gold medals. Out of 9, 8 are for men's hockey, and 1 gold individually by Abhinav Bindra in shooting. We got total 6 silver medals and 11 bronze medals till date. And as I have already told you, the latest gold medal we got is in 2008 when Abhinav Bindra got in shooting. And Rio de Janeiro will see India's largest contingent. The expectations are high as far as badminton is concerned on PV Sindhu and Saina Nehwal. At the same time, Jwala Gupta and Ashwini Ponnappa. If you look at shooting, there are several players taking part in shooting, and the expectations are on Jeetu Rai, Apurvi Chandela, Chain Singh, Abhinav Bindra and Gagan Narang. Then Hina Sidhu and Ionika Pal. So, these 7 shooters, we have lot many expectations. And if you look at archery, 3 women are participating in the games for medals. 3 prominent women who are expected to get medals: Deepika Kumari, Lakshmi Rani Machi and Bombalya Devi. And if you look at wrestling, Yogeshwar Dutt, then Narsingh Yadav, subject to the final confirmation from World Anti-Doping Agency, and then Sandeep Tomar. These three are expected to get medals in wrestling. And if you look at boxing, it is Shiv Thapa, then golf Anirban Lahiri, then gymnastics Deepa Karmakar, then discus throw Vikas Gowda. So these are some of the probable faces. And if you look at tennis, Leander Paes, Rohan Bopanna and Sania Mirza. So there are huge expectations from the Indian contingent. Let us expect to get at least double the medals what we have got in London Olympics. London Olympics, we got 2 silver and 4 bronze medals. This year, let us expect to get at least 12 medals. One of the greatest names of Indian hockey, Mohammad Shahid, died at the age of 56. He was a part of 1980 hockey team which won Olympic gold. Please don't forget that was the last time India got Olympic gold in men's hockey. Mohammad Shahid, born in Varanasi in 1960, and he was also part of the team which won silver in 1982 Asiad and bronze medal at 1986 Asiad. And please don't forget, 1982 Asiad was held in New Delhi. QS university rankings for BRICS countries. Total 250 universities were ranked, out of which 17.6% are from India. IISc Bangalore is India's first with overall 6th position among the BRICS countries, and top 5 are from China. So the 6th position is held by IISc Bangalore. This is the topmost rank from Indian university or institution. Rameshwaram Manamadurai became the first green train corridor in the country. You may ask what is meant by green train. Green train means human discharge will be collected. It will not fall down onto the tracks. And the track of this 114 kilometers length between Rameshwaram to Manamadurai will be free from human discharge. And to make it a reality, 10 coaching trains consisting of 286 coaches moving over this section have been provided with the bio toilets. And don't forget, each bio toilet costs rupees 80,000. Please look into this slide. This is Rameshwaram Manamadurai section, and please don't forget, Rameshwaram is the birthplace of our beloved ex-president APJ Abdul Kalam. And if you want this bio toilet, please look into this slide. This is a picture of a bio toilet. And Prime Minister of Nepal, KP Sharma Oli, resigned. Musical chairs in Nepal. We have seen 24 Prime Ministers in 26 years. PK Prachanda will be the new Prime Minister. KP Sharma Oli belongs to Communist Party of Nepal, Unified Marxist-Leninist. There are 3 prominent parties in Nepal: CPN UML, Nepali Congress, and CPN Maoist Center. And now the new Prime Minister, PK Prachanda, will be from Communist Party of Nepal, Maoist Center. World's largest amphibious aircraft, AG-600, is unveiled by China. What is meant by amphibious aircraft? Amphibious aircraft can land both on land as well as on water. It is about the size of Boeing 737. Maximum flight range is 4,500 kilometers, and China plans to use it for marine rescue missions and to fight forest fires. So both ways it can be utilized for both the land operations as well as operations on water. Look into the next one. Center has realized rupees 919 crore. The final figures are yet to be arrived at through the 4th tranche of gold bond scheme, and the minimum is 1 gram and maximum is 500 grams per individual. Please don't forget. And previously the minimum was 2 grams, now reduced to 1 gram, and basically the purpose of gold bond scheme is to reduce import of gold. The tenure of chairman of the railway board was extended by another 2 years. A.K. Mittal is the chairman of railway board, and He was appointed in December 2014 and now he will be in this post for another 2 years till July 2018. As per the Forbes real-time wealth tracker, top 3 richest persons in the world are Bill Gates with $75 billion of wealth. Bill Gates, one of the founders of Microsoft, please don't forget, he founded Microsoft in 1975 along with Paul Allen, and Bill Gates belongs to United States of America. And Amancio Ortega is the second richest person. He is from Spain, please don't forget. He is the owner of Zara group of fashion retail stores and his assets are worth $67 billion. And Amazon founder, please don't forget, Jeff Bezos is with $65.3 billion. He is also from United States of America, just like Bill Gates, right? So these 3 are the world's top 3 richest persons. SBI, State Bank of India, formally entered into wealth management services with the opening of SBI Exclusive in Delhi. So now State Bank of India will maintain the wealth of upwardly mobile people initially, right? Noted archaeologist B.R. Mani was appointed as the Director General of National Museum. And if someone talks about National Museum, it was established in 1949 and it is under the Ministry of Culture, and the museum has around 2 lakh works of art, both of Indian and foreign origin, covering over 5,000 years. And important aspect is this National Museum is under Ministry of Culture. Neeraj Chopra became the first Indian javelin thrower to win the title in the category of Under 20 World Athletics Championship. And Neeraj Chopra, another important aspect is he broke the junior world record. ITC appointed Sanjeev Puri as the new Chief Operating Officer, and please don't forget YC Deveshwar is the chairman of ITC Limited. EESL is Energy Efficiency Services Limited. It is behind the supply of LED bulbs, and so far EESL, that is Energy Efficiency Services Limited, supplied 13 crore LED bulbs, and the target is to supply 77 crore LED bulbs to replace conventional incandescent bulbs by March 2019. Avasarala Kanyakumari became the first female violinist to get the Sangeeta Kalanidhi Award, and Madras Music Academy instituted this award, and Kanyakumari is the first female violinist, and she got the Padma Shri in 2015 and Sangeet Natak Academy Award in 2003, please don't forget. A 4-member committee headed by Madhav Chitale was constituted to prepare guidelines for desiltation of river Ganga, and basically to prepare guidelines for desiltation of Ganga from Bhimgoda in Uttarakhand to Farakka in West Bengal. And also the committee will look at differentiation between desilting and sand mining. Legendary modern artist who stayed in Paris for around 60 years, Syed Haider Raza passed away. He was born in Babaria in Madhya Pradesh, and after staying in Paris for 60 years, he came back to India in 2011 and he got Padma Shri in 1981, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan. Not only that, highest French honor for his artistic contributions, and his concepts are Purush Prakriti, Bindu and Nari. Please look into these slides. Rohit Khandelwal became the first Indian to win Mr. World title. He received cash prize of $50,000. Born in Hyderabad, previously he won Mr. India 2015 contest, and this competition was held at the Southport in England. Malcolm Turnbull sworn in as the 29th Prime Minister of Australia. And with this, let us conclude News at a Glance. So please do join for questions and answers for 29th week. Have a nice day. Thank you.